Michael, welcome back to Australia. Good to have you here. When was the last time you ran with us?
It's been a few years. The last time I raced at Parramatta would have been for Jack Berry, so it's great to be back.
You've raced for some pretty amazing car owners in your career.
Yeah, I've been fortunate enough to be surrounded by great people, and it's definitely made my career a lot easier than what it could have been. So yeah, it's always something a driver appreciates, and maybe something that you don't appreciate until further on in your career. But yeah, it's been fortunate. It's been good fun so far.
Why Brett Morris?
He's a but
So how did the deal with Brett Morris come about?
Me and Brett have been great friends for a long time, and we used to race one another in the midget ranks, and he's come down to New Zealand to race a bunch of times, and yeah, he approached me a little while ago, and at the time things didn't line up, but for this weekend it did, so yeah, jump at the opportunity to race for him, and hopefully we can get a win for him.
You have a pretty amazing moment, not necessarily a good one, but an amazing moment here at Valvoline Raceway with Adam Clark. What do you recall about that?
And the speed coming out of four. No, he's not. Pickens still fighting on the bottom. Oh, contact! Both cars, big crash in turns 1 and 2 between our race leader and second place car.
Yeah, probably too much. But no, me and Adam came together. It was just a racing deal. We both were going for the same spot, and obviously we crashed. But it's just one of those deals. I think we both respect each other, and I sure as hell have a lot of respect for Adam. He's a great driver, and it's one of those ones you'll never forget.
You're at an interesting point in your career, Michael, where you're probably weighing up now, what am I going to do longer term? Is that something that's starting to enter into your mind? Because you seem to be a bit more selective about your future.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, 10 years ago I was die-hard, and that's die-hard racing. That's all that mattered. And now I suppose I'm wanting to do a bit more sprint car racing, and I don't run the midgets so much anymore. The sprint cars is something I've always wanted to do and have a shot at, and Jonathan Alla gave me the opportunity a few years ago to run his spare car, and I've had a lot of help actually from back home with sponsors and my now car owner Warwick McKenzie, and yeah, it's something that the midgets is always something I want to race because I love them, and but at the same time sprint car racing is really important on the agenda of things, and something I look forward to race a lot more of in the future.
What is it about these cars that you drive that you love so much, and why as a racer are they so incredible to let go?
I think anyone will tell you, and including guys that have made it to the top level in NASCAR, that a midget car you have to run off the seat of your pants, and for someone that hasn't raced before, that means running on the ragged edge, and quite often the cars are up on the right rear when it's early in the night and heavy and rough. It's exciting, and you don't get from the car what you need to get out of it unless you're driving at 100%.
And that has its downsides?
It does. I mean, you learn pretty quick where the limit is. I think every good driver's found that limit at some stage in their career, and maybe a few times in their career, and I sure as hell found that a few times, but if you don't find that limit you never know where it is, so it's just part of midget racing, and you've got to learn where that is, and learn how to get as close to that limit as you possibly can without going over it, and that's something experience gives you, and fortunately enough I've had enough of that experience now to where we don't crash so much anymore.
You're about to get married at some point soon. That would teach you about not running over the limit, I would imagine. You're about to be a new phase of your life.
Yeah, it won't change my racing. I'll still race the same, but yeah, things change. People grow older, and like I said before, it's racing was everything to me 10 years ago, and that's all that mattered. Whereas yeah, as you grow older, things change. You still like to race, but you've got to look at your future at the same time.
Michael, how much does America play in your plans? You've raced extensively over there in midgets and on the dirt, but also in a NASCAR sort of evolution concept. Is that still in your future?
It is to a certain extent, not as much as what it would have been 10 years ago. That was everything to me 10 years ago, but I've been given opportunities in the last couple of years to race on the pavement up there, which is something I really enjoy. So that's something that I won't turn down in the future if given the opportunity. Yeah, America is still the pinnacle of any speedway racing, whether it's on pavement or dirt or sprint car racing. It's the pinnacle. So it's any opportunity I get to run up there, I'd take it.
What do you like on race day compared to any other day of the week? Are you any different?
No, not really. I mean, so long as everything's organised, and part of that is driving for the right people, or if you're doing your own deal, it's been organised throughout the week and having your guys organised. So, yeah, I mean, you know, things get a bit tense sometimes when things aren't going right, but you've got to be relaxed and you've got to have a clear head, and that comes with preparation.
I want you to complete this sentence for me. I race on dirt because...
Okay. I race on dirt because dirt's always changing. Pavement racing I've done a little bit of, and it's fairly predictable, but the dirt is always changing with every race, every night, every track. It's always testing your ability to read the track, and your crew chief to read the track and the car at the same time.